Barbara Z up in the house. Today is Tuesday, which is One Thing Tuesday. Boy, what we got to talk about. You know we're going to talk about the One Thing podcast for sure. But also, I was listening to Joyce Myers this morning, and she was talking about this one thing, right? She was saying people don't want to really get over to God because they think they can't do nothing. The devil, the flesh is telling them that they won't be able to have no fun. They won't be able to do nothing. So that's why they fight against it so much. You see, a lot of people was hearing the word self-sacrifice or be unselfish is what it was. But people in the Bible was using the word love. There's two words. And now they kind of mean the same, or they different. To love somebody does mean a bit of unselfishness, but unselfishness really kind of implies it's the negative, it's the converse, it's the negative part of it. And it kind of shrinks love down to one thing as being you can't have nothing, you got to get everything away. That's not true. But that's the word that's been substituted. That's what the pastor said, you know. The devil takes God's word and perverts it. Takes love and turns it to unselfishness, which is totally. It's so close. It's so subtle. That's what he's saying. If you don't know the definition of the word, you'll buy into it, and you'll be. To be unselfish, meaning to deny self, right? But you got a lot of people that deny self and don't love nobody. That's what she was saying. Just because you deny self don't make you love somebody. You still ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is love. We concentrated on the negative, which is unselfishness, deny self, punish myself. And that's what brought me up to this point when I was in Toastmasters. Our group was pretty fast growing group, and what we did, people want to know what they did wrong, what they shouldn't do. And that whole world's been pushed around to that aspect. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I shouldn't do. But you can look at all the 10 commandments on what you shouldn't do, but you still don't do what you're supposed to do. You're just not doing a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're just not doing a lot of stuff. If you try to get into a house and say you can't go through the window, tell me the ways I can't go in. They tell you all these ways, and you don't know the way to go in, because you're worried about the ways not to go in. So you're still not accomplishing your mission. That's what it is. That's what the devil want to do. Misdirect you. Avoiding the punishment. That's what he wants you to do. Avoid the punishment. Getting over to not going for no. So your whole life is not doing nothing. But you're scared. You don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. Tell me, I know. I lived a lot of my life just like that. Not doing nothing. God bless me on some things I did. Like marrying that girl. pursuing her with all my might. Loving my family. Some things I did because God loved me, His grace helped me. It could have been so much more. He had so much in store for me. But I was just thinking about the things I shouldn't do, couldn't do. That's enough of that. You know, eat all these nuts. Man, that's about 900 calories, all I got to. But I was talking to a part of me the other day. I said, this young lady was in one department, couldn't get production going and couldn't get what's going on. So she moved to another department. Then I just found out she wanted to move from that department back to the original department. I said, hold on, wait a minute. Me and you need to talk. Because you going from one department to the next, there's only one common denominator, and that's you. And until you reconcile you, it don't matter where you go. You're going to end up quitting or getting fired because you didn't recognize that it's you is the problem. You say, the managers, the bosses, you know, every manager's telling you to do something, and then I was like, hey, look, am I doing something wrong? What should I, what, you know, what I'm doing wrong? Blah blah blah. But they're telling me to do this and do that, and I said, look, here's the deal. You know, if you're doing everything, I know you're concentrating on that. But it's all these other areas covered, these bases covered, these 3 bases. Well, no, not really. Well, there you go. I mean, you know you ain't covered them. I just gave you the secret. I said, you want to know the secret? This is the secret. Do what you know to do 10 times. Grant Cardone, 10X it, baby. You know what to do it. That's what they would say. That's what they say. You know what to do it. Well, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, you ain't doing what you're doing wrong is not doing what you're supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? You already know that. And that makes some people frustrated. They do. On both ends. So I reiterated. You know, so I said, it's in here. I say, when they said that, you took from it, man, they micromanaging me. They trying to be my man. They trying to be my boss. They bossing me around. They don't care about me. Or you could have said, man, they really want me to succeed. They stand on me. They watching out for me. They keeping me in their mind. They must love me. She started laughing. Yeah, because that's my take. That's what my boy said. You had a choice. You had a choice to decide what it means. Even if people mean stuff for evil. And so for me to accept that, that's from the 4 agreements. I don't have to accept that poison. I don't have to accept that agreement. I ain't got to agree with that. I ain't got to do it. I got the choice. Now, if I agree with it, then that's what I'm going to get. But no matter what they expected it to be, it's still up for me to decipher what it means for me. And I can take it to mean detriment, it's an attack, I've been injured, I'm losing power, or it could be food, nourishment. I'm gaining power, I'm gaining skill. Choose the choice. That's why it's took me a long time, man. I've been on the journey. But I gotta getting back to the one thing. This the one thing, right? That's what the one thing is. Well, the guy was doing the one thing on the recap, right? In this recap, he was talking to the guy from the Energy Bus. I kind of forget his name. I kind of know his name, but I kind of forget his name. Energy Bus was a good book. Now, I listened to it on audio. I didn't enjoy it as much. I still ate the fish, spit out the bones. But it's a pretty good book. But he came out with another little book. And it was called, he wrote it with somebody called One Word. That's why he was on the show. He said at the beginning of every year, they choose a word that they're going to live by for the rest of the year. And that word could be anything, you know what I'm saying? One of his words was service. So all year, he plastered the word all over the place. They made a painting of the word, hung it on the wall, put it on the phone. So every day he would wake up and say, man, I gotta be of service. I gotta be of service. And then one guy, it was empathy. Empathy. And I guess empathy meaning that this is my boy talking. It ain't sympathy, it's empathy. This Zig Ziglar said. Zig Ziglar say, I understand how you feel, but I don't feel the way you feel. Sympathy is I feel the way you feel. Empathy is I understand how you feel, but I don't feel that way. See, that's the big difference. But anyway, that was one of his words. So you say you take this word and you live by that word for the whole year. So I thought of my word, I'm thinking of a word. I don't know if I want it to be delegation, right? Is that word gonna do what I needed to do for the rest of the year? Or planner. I'm a planner. Would that word work better? Delegator or planner? Which word would bring me the most power? He just standing out there, shit. Walk up on the roof like it ain't no thing. Which word would bring me more power? Planner or delegator? Something to think about. But also he was saying that, hey, he had his job, but it's one thing, he was out training people, and his wife saying, hey, look, we need you at the house, So he had to stop taking gigs and had to start working at the house, helping his family. Because he was thinking, man, if I'm going to be helping folks, I got to at least help my family first. My family got to be the one thing first. Now, that's why I'm at right there, family. Maybe that's my word for this year. I already said that. I had already said that family was my word. That's what I already said. So that's going to be my word for the year. My word for the year is family. So there I go. My word for the year is family. So that's what it is. So now I know my word for the year because I've been preaching on it on several recordings here lately. So it is family. So yeah, you gotta first train your family. Your family gotta be on that high level. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be loved. They gotta be felt. They gotta be taught. They gotta be educated. They gotta be strengthened. Yeah, that's so that's my word for the year. This year is family. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it's been. I've been living it too. And when I get home, I already know. Said I gotta give my youngest daughter a big hug. Okay, that was on one of the episodes too, Fathers hugging their daughters as they get older. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. I already been thinking about that all night. I almost got up in the middle of the night, gave her a big hug. But that's what's gotta be done. So it is family. So that's what the one thing was about, was this one word guy for the year. Picking that word out, working it in. It's all about focus. He said that one word is like a lens. It helps focus. Just like the one thing. Just once you get clarity is the key, see? When you get that clarity, then the action comes almost naturally. It's when it's not clarity that there's inaction. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, okay. I'm gonna go and listen to the rest of the one thing, then go from there. Listen to the rest of the one thing, then head into work. Peace out. We did it. Do it to life.